Hello guys, back to you with another short review of another digital to analog converter. This is SMSL DO200 MKII based on double SABRE 9068 AS chips. This one is a Sigma Delta DAC. I got it because I got it for the very low price, so I decided to give it a try. Especially that I have LOXG D40 Pro, which is based also on double 9068 AS. So I wanted how it compares. I wanted to know how it compares to LOXG. Okay, so first the build quality. CNC machined aluminum, so basically very good, very sturdy. But that's how it's been like with SMSL since a couple of years. So it looks good, it feels good, it's heavy, I like it. We do not have integrated headphone amplifier as we have in LOXG, but we have way better display. I'm not showing this to you guys because I'm lazy. I didn't want to connect the power cable, and you can see the display on many photos in the reviews of other reviewers. Anyway, the display is very crisp. I really like it. As for the connections, what's important? Of course, you have balanced outputs, you have unbalanced outputs. What's important is the fact that they both are working simultaneously, so you're able to connect your subwoofer and your external amplifier at the same time. You have IWS input, so you can use external DDC to this DAC, but I'm not sure if that would be a reasonable thing to do unless you already have some kind of DDC, because this one is using for USB input, it's using XMOS 316, I think. So basically cheap DDCs will be exactly the same quality, and expensive DDC will be more expensive than this DAC itself. So it makes little sense to do that. And now one more thing, remote. Usual cheap plasticky remote, the same for all SMSL units. So nothing to write home about. And now the most important thing, how does it sound? Okay, detail and transparency. It's very detailed, it's very transparent. This is basically the treat of 9068 AS SABRE. So we have large, nice stereo imaging. The bass is fine, the middle is fine, the treble is fine. Treble is very airy, very detailed. I wouldn't call this DAC bright. I think it's more on the neutral side. Though you have to like SABRE chips. Okay, what's important here and what makes this a little bit different from LOXG? They sound very similar, they're based on the same hardware. If you look at the measurements on Audio Science review, you'll see that this one measures a little worse than LOXG. LOXG is a tad bit better, but both of them are below threshold of hearing the differences. Having said that, this one sounds a little tiny bit less transparent than LOXG, but on the other hand, the vocals, especially female vocals here, have some kind of sweetness in them. This is the first time I've noticed something like that, listening to this particular DAC. It sounds, you can hear it with some acoustic recordings when there's only leading female vocal, and when the sound vanishes, when the words are starting to vanish, there's some kind of reverberation, very small, very fast, and it makes them sound sweet. It's not very easy to hear. I was able to notice that only when I was doing A/B switches using my preamp, and then I've noticed that there is a small difference in some places. So not a very different units at all. It's not an upgrade, it's not a downgrade compared to LogsG. It's more like a step sideways. Yes, a little bit less transparency, but mind that it's not something that you'll probably hear. I was checking both of them on my usual stereo setup, which consists of double Martin Logan electrostat speakers. So these are absolutely transparent and I can hear everything, but I really doubt that you'll hear any difference between this SMSL unit and LogsG using standard dynamic speakers, especially when their price will be comparable or even double the price of this DAC unit. Okay, so that's about the sound. What about the pricing? I got this one about $70 cheaper than I got LogsG, and having said that, remember that I got LogsG for a very low price. So they sound almost the same, with minuscule differences that you probably won't be able to hear on standard speakers. The SMSL is lacking headphone output, any headphone output. It doesn't have any headphone amplifier inside, but it's cheaper. So if I were to choose, if I would have highly transparent speakers, I'd go for LogsG. If I would need a headphone amplifier, I would go for LogsG, because LogsG has a very good quality headphone amplifier. So if you'll get LogsG, you do not need to get any kind of external headphone amplifier. But if I would need only the DAC unit, I wouldn't care about headphone out, and I wouldn't have very expensive, very transparent speakers, which basically is the typical scenario when you'll be getting either SMSL or LogsG DAC. I would go for this one, because for a lower price you get basically the same quality of sound, and if you do not need headphone amplifier, if you do not need that extra tiny little bit of transparency at the top that LogsG D40 Pro has, this sounds very good. This female vocals, this is something special, if you'll be able to hear that. So between two of them, both sound great. They are a little sideways. One is a little bit more transparent, the other one sounds a little bit better on vocals. Which one to choose? As I said, for the transparency, for the headphone output, LogsG. For the lower price, better display, and this little bit of magic, SMSL. Obviously, it has Bluetooth inputs, as all of them have right now. It has MQA, as all of them have right now. It does full unfolding, as all of them do right now. So I'm not talking about those. And I think that's it. I've probably missed some things. If you'll be thinking about something in particular that you would like me to ask about, please do that in the comments. This is a very short review because I've bought this unit and I've already sold it, so I have to prepare the package and send it to new owner. And little spoiler for the future, I also got Gastard R26, which you can see over there. It's burning in right now nicely. I'll give it 1 week more to burn in, and then I'll do a serious review of that unit. Okay, have a nice day, and see you, hear you soon.